Morning, boys and girls. Today we are going to be working in our module 10 through 20 book on page 485. This is our module 19, lesson 4. So we are almost done with module 4, talking about patterns. Okay. So today we're going to be looking at rules to figure out or generate or create numerical patterns. And we're going to write ordered pairs using these terms and see what the relationship is with them. So we're going to be looking at the patterns we see and saying what rule it is. Are they adding 3 each time? Are they dividing by 2 every time? And do they relate to each other, our x and our y coordinates? Okay, so the first one says, Antonia and Connor are playing a patterns game. Each draws a card and finds the first 5 numbers in the pattern. Then they try to find a relationship between the corresponding numbers in both patterns. That means the x and the y, the corresponding numbers. So complete the table. All right, so remember, they did 5 cards. We've got Antonia's numbers and Connor's numbers. Antonia, her card, start at 2, multiply by 2. So we just do what the rule says. So if we say 2, and you could even write times 2, we know that's 4. Now remember, one thing that I see happen is you start counting by 2's. It didn't say count by 2's, it said multiply by 2. So if we continue our rule of multiplying by 2, then that has to be 8. And then 8 times 2 is 16, and 16 times 2 is 32. Okay? Same thing for Connor. We follow what it says. Start at 1. There's our 1. Add 1/2, then multiply by 2. So we've got to do a couple of things for his next one. So first it says add 1/2. 1 plus 1/2 would be 1.5. Then multiply by 2. Or we know multiplying by 2 is adding itself twice. So I know if I have 1.5 and 1.5, I'm going to get 1, 2, 2.5, 3. So my next number is 3. Okay, let's do the next pattern. Add 1/2. 3 plus 1/2 is 3.5. Then multiply by 2. But I kind of like adding it to itself 2 times. So 3 plus 3 is 6. 6.5, 7. Alright, keep up with our pattern. 7 plus 1/2 equals 7.5. Multiply by 2. 7, 14, 14.5, 15. And the last one, 15 plus 1/2, 15.5 plus 15.5. 15 plus 15 is 30. 30.5, 31. There's my patterns. So, now that we have filled out our table, B says write the first 5 ordered pairs with the X being Antonia's and the Y being Connor's. So now we're just writing them as ordered pairs, meaning X, Y. So our first one was 2 and his first one is 1. That's all that means that they want you to do is write the ordered pairs. Next, 4, 3, 8, 7, 16, 15, and 32, 31. That's all that means. Okay, now, does there appear to be a relationship between Antonia's numbers and Connor's? If so, describe it. Let's look at hers and his. What do you notice about their numbers? I notice that each number in Connor's is one what? Less than Antonia's. He's got 1, she's got 2. He's got 3, she's got 4. 7, 8, 15, 16, 31, 32. Or you could have said Antonia has 1 more than Connor. However you write it. Okay. So let's turn the page and keep working. On the back, it says Nora and Pavel are playing a game. The game cards show either move forward 3 or move forward 6. Now, just by chance, Nora draws move forward 3 on her first 3 turns. Pavel draws move forward 6 on his first 3 turns. Okay, so at what number on the game board is Nora after her first turn, her second turn, her third turn? Well, it tells me that Nora draws move forward 3 on her first 3 turns. So she's at start. 1, 2, 3, then 3 more, then 3 more. That would be her first, second, and third turn. At what number on the game board is Pavel after his first turn? Remember, he gets move forward 6. So he's 6. 6 more is 12. 6 more is 18. Okay? Using Nora's locations as X and Pavel's as Y, write them as ordered pairs. So on turn 1, we've got 3 and 6. Turn 2, 6 and 12. Turn 3, 9 and 18. Sorry about that. We lost our lights. Okay. See how we used our X and Y, X and Y, X and Y. Okay, does there appear to be a relationship between Pavel's location and Nora's location? Let's look at it. We've got 3, 6, 6, 12, 9, 18. What do you notice? You might say that Pavel is 2 times the location of Nora. Or you might say Nora is half the location of Pavel. Right? 3 times 2 is 6. Half of 6 is 3. Okay. Let's move to 487. It says Aaron and Joshua are writing number patterns. Aaron, hers is start at 1, and her rule is add 1, multiply by 3. Josh starts at half, and his rule is add half, multiply by 2. Okay, so this is really a test on can you follow directions. So use the numbers in Aaron's pattern for the X and the numbers in Josh for Y. Write the first 5 ordered pairs. Okay, well, it already told me Aaron starts at 1, Joshua starts at a half. I know that's my first order pair because that's what it told me in the direction. Okay, so then I need to start figuring out what my next ones are. So I might write Aaron over here. I just like to see all my work. So Aaron is 1. Then she adds 1 and multiplies by 3. Add 1 equals 2, and 2 times 3 is 6. Okay, so I know Aaron's next one is 6. Then I got to do 5 of her first 5. Okay, so we'll zoom in some. And then I do the rule again. Add 1, that's 7. Multiply, by 3, that's 21. So I know my next number is 21. And I do my pattern again. Add 1, that's 22. Multiply by 3, that's 66. So my fourth number is 66. Plus 1, 67. Multiply by 3. I'm going to have to work that one out. I don't know it. 18, 19, 20. That's 201. So my fifth one is 201. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? I'm going to circle those to help me know. Those are Aaron's first 5 numbers. Now I need to work out Josh. Sure. He starts at a half. He adds a half. Half plus a half is 1. Then he multiplies by 2. 1 times 2 is 2. So my second number is 2. 2 plus a half is 2.5. And then multiply by 2, which would be like 2.5 plus 2.5. 2, 4, 4.5, 5. So his next number is 5. 5 plus a half is 5.5 times 2, or I like to add them to each other. 5, 10, 10.5, 11. And last one, that would be 11.5. 11, 22, 22.5, 23. So now I have 5 of his and 5 of hers. I can keep writing my ordered pairs. So Aaron's second number is 6 and his second number is 2. Aaron's third number is 21. His third number is 5. Her fourth number is 66. His is 11. Last one, 201. His last one is 23. Wow. She has got lots bigger numbers than he does. That's one thing I noticed. All right. Kona and Isabel do push-ups each week. On the first day, Kona does 3 push-ups and follows the rule add 3 for the number of push-ups on the following days. Isabella does 1 push-up and follows add 1 for the number of the following days. And they do that for 5 days. How many push-ups does Kona do on each day? So remember, she starts with 3 and then she adds 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. She adds 3 to it each day. Okay, Isabella does 1, then she adds 1 each day. Write the ordered pairs that for the corresponding numbers of push-ups. Isabella is X and Kona is Y. So make sure we put those in the right order. Okay, so if Isabella's X, then it's 1 for her, 3 for Kona, 2, 6, 3, 9, 4, 12, and 5, 15. Does there appear to be a relationship between the number of push-ups Kona does and the number of push-ups Isabella does? If so, describe the relationship. Okay, what are we noticing? 1, 3, 2, 6, 3, 9, 4, 12, 5, 15. I notice that Kona does 3 times as many push-ups each day as Isabella. Or you could say Isabella does 1/3 as many push-ups as Kona. Either way. All right, guys, so there's that lesson. Complete your homework and do your best.